Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I will be showing you how to make this cardigan. It's a very simple tutorial friendly for beginners. It's just one row repeat. You can use any 4 medium weight yarn to make this cardigan. So now let's get into the video. You'll be needing a 5mm crochet hook or a recommended hook for your yarn, and we need scissors, tapestry needle. So this is the brand I'm using. I have some scrap yarns with this same brand. You can use any for medium weight yarn, like I said. This is the one I'll be using in different colors. So now let's get into the video. Alright, to start the panels, the body panels, you're going to chain 23. Go ahead and chain 23. This stitch is called the falling leaves. It's just one row repeat, very simple to work, and both sides of this work look the same. You can choose any side of your work to be the right side or the wrong side because both is just the same. Alright, this is after you get 23, this is how it looks like. We are going to flip our work. Make sure you don't tighten up your foundation chains because we'll be working into the back bump of our foundation chains. You're going to skip one stitch. Into the second chain from hook, make a single crochet. Into that same stitch, you're going to yarn over, go into that stitch, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2, make, and then pull through 2. Now again into that same stitch, make a double crochet, and then into that same stitch we have 3. So when you finish, you're going to skip 2 loops. Into the next one, make single crochet, yarn over into that same stitch, go in with a double crochet, again yarn over into that same stitch, go in with this double crochet, again skip 2 stitches. Into the next one, work single crochet, into that same stitch put 2 double crochet. So this is the repeat for this first round. So this is how it looks like. Continue until you reach the end. When you reach at the end, you have 3 stitches. Skip 2 stitches and then work single crochet into the last stitch. This is the first round of our work. Yeah, chain 1 and then turn your work. Chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Skip that chain 1 into the next single crochet, go in with a single crochet. Into that same stitch put 2 double crochet, and then you are going to skip 2 stitches. We are just doing what we did for round 1. Skip 2 stitches, and then into the next single crochet you're going to make a shell. You first go in with a single crochet, into that same stitch put 2 double crochet, you're going to skip 2 double crochet, into the next single crochet, make a shell. So this is the repeat for round 2. Go ahead and do this, and I'll meet you back at the end to finish the second round. I hope you will enjoy this tutorial, and if you do, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so anytime I upload a new video you will be notified. when you reach at the end, you have 3 stitches. You're going to skip those 2 double crochet into the last single crochet, go in with a single crochet, just like how we end round 1. This is the round 2. This is how it looks like. Chain 1, it does not count as a stitch. It's on your work. We are going to repeat the same thing we do for round 2. Into that first stitch, go in with first single crochet. Into that same stitch, put 2 double crochet. So now we are going to repeat round 2 until you have your desired fit. Now to change color, I am going to show you how I change my colors. So just repeat round 2 for the rest of the pattern. If you want to do just one color of for your cardigan, you can go in with one color. So you always skip 2 stitches, 2 double crochet, and then you walk into the next single crochet. You will put 3 stitches there. First you will go in with a single crochet and then 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So that is how we are going to work the entire project. When you reach the last stitch, just do the same thing we did for round 2. Skip 2 stitches and then you will walk single crochet into that last stitch. This is how we end every round. So this is the end where you are going to change colors. If you are changing colors for your cardigan, if you're just using one color, you can go ahead and continue working, repeating round 2. So to put new color, this is how you're going to attach your new color, and then you're going to chain 1. Now you're going to cut off that old yarn that you were using. You are going to tie that off to secure it so that it won't lose up. We're going to weave in the ends of the yarn later after finishing our project. So since you chain 1 already, you're just going to turn your work and skip that chain 1, starting with your new color into that single crochet. Repeat round 2. First put single crochet and then into that same stitch put 2 double crochet. And now again you're going to skip 2 double crochet and then walk into the next single crochet. Now the body panels depends on how long you want your work to be. You can just keep on working. You can stop at any point. If you want your cardigan to be long, you can make it long. You can add more rounds. So me, I will just keep on working and repeating round 2 until I reach the desired point I want to stop, and then I will stop working. Like I say, you can stop at any round you want, and both sides of our work look exactly the same. So you can choose any side of your work to be the right side and to be the wrong side. So keep on working like this for the body panels. We'll be needing 3 panels for the back and then 2 for the front. For the sleeves, we are going to need 4, 2 for one side and then 2 for the other side. So for now, we are working on the body panels. Like I said, you need 3 panels for the back and then 2 for the front. So we need a total of 5 panels for the body and then 4 for the hands. So repeat round 2 now, and then when you want to change color, just like how I show you in this video to change color, if you are changing color. But if you are not changing any color, you're using one color, you can just keep on repeating round 2 until you reach the point where you think that you're okay with the height of the panel you already make, and then you can stop. You can repeat this for the other panels for the body. So I have 5 panels, as you can see. I have 5 panels for the body. This is what I have. I just mix the colors, as you can see in this video. And this is my sleeve. It's longer than the body panels, as you can see. For the sleeve, you can, as you're walking the round, you just mention it over your arm. If you see that you're comfortable with the height of your sleeve, then you can stop, because we'll not be making any ribbing for the sleeve. So to work the sleeve, it's just the same thing I did for the body panels. You're going to chain 23. Don't make your work too tight, because we'll be working into the back bump of our foundation chain. Alright, this is 23 foundation chains. You're going to flip the work and then skip the stitch next to your hook, and then to the second chain go in with 1 single crochet. Into that same stitch, put 2 double crochet. It's the same thing we did for the body panel, and then we are changing color the same way we change for the body panels. You're going to skip 2 stitches and walk into the next one. 1 single crochet and then 2 double crochet into the same stitch. Skip 2 and then walk into the next stitch. So repeat this until you have 3 stitches remain at the end. You're going to skip 2 stitches and then walk 1 single crochet into the last stitch, and then you chain 1 and then turn your work. Put 1 single crochet into that last stitch. Now you will chain 1. It does not count as a stitch. Turn your work and then skip that chain 1 into the next single crochet. Put 1 single crochet and then 2 double crochet into the same stitch. So now for the sleeve, you're going to repeat round 2. Just repeat this until you reach the end. You have 3 stitches. You're going to skip the 2 stitches, 2 double crochets, and then walk into the last single crochet with a single crochet, just like I did for the body panels. So change your color, complete your second round with the new color, and then you're going to cut off that yarn, or you just chain 1 and turn your work. You tie this off to secure that end so that it won't ruin your work. You skip your chain 1 and then start working to the next single crochet. 1 single crochet into that stitch and then 2 double crochet into the same stitch. So now we are repeating around 2 for the sleeve panels. It's the same thing we did for the body panels. Like I said, you will need 4 body panels. Sorry, sleeves. The sleeves panels, you will need 4. So just repeat round 2 now. Skip 2 stitches and walk into the next stitch. Skip 2, walk into the next stitch. Repeat this until you have 3 stitches remain. You skip the 2 stitches and walk into the last single crochet with a single crochet. So this is the sleeves. You should have the same amount of rows you have for each sleeve. They should be equal. This is the length I want for my sleeve. So repeat what we did for round 2 until you have 4 body panels. Now I'm going to show you how to weave in the ends of our yarn. Since I use different colors, this is what I have. So you're going to take your tapestry needle, secure that end a little bit, tie it up, so it won't loose. Take your tapestry needle and then put the tail of yarn. This yarn, I'll hide it here. This is the part where I'm going to, consider as the wrong side of my work, because this is where I'm going to weave in the ends of my yarn. Like I say, both sides look just the same, but I'm just going to choose one part of my work to be the wrong side, which is the place where I'm hiding the remaining yarn. This is the side I'm going to choose to be the wrong side of my cardigan, and then the other side is going to be the right side. So just go at the top of each loops that you have there and hide the remaining yarn there. We're going to repeat this for the other color. Cut it off, and then we are going to hide the same thing, did the same thing for the other side. This red color is going to be under the other panel, the other red color. So this is how we are going to hide the remaining yarn. Just secure it. So do this for the rest of the panels, and I'll meet you at the end. So you're going to put your work like this. If you use different colors to make this cardigan, you're going to put your work and then arrange the colors how you want it. You're going to arrange it by lining it up like this, and then I'm just going to take any of the colors that I use to make my cardigan, and then the side where I consider to be the wrong side is going to face me like this. The exact point where I end my round, my last round, is going to be the up part of my cardigan, and where I start the round of this cardigan is going to be the bottom of the cardigan, both sleeve and body and the body panels. So this is how we are going to attach the panels, both sleeves and the body panels. We are just going at the top of each stage. Because I use different colors for my cardigan, I'll just take the top loops of each stage. Make sure you're lining it up like this. Puts your work together. You're just going to attach it with each row, the first row for the first panel, and then into the next one you're going to repeat the same thing. So just go into the top of each loops. Like I said, this part that is facing me is going to be the wrong side of my cardigan. So when I finish, I'll flip my work to the right side. So just go at the top of each stage, going back and forth, lining it up like this into each rows, lining up the rows like this, and then take the top loops. Don't go too much under the work. I'm going to pull it through like this, and then into each row like this. So it's just going back and forth, and this same method we're using to attach this first panel. This is the sleeve that I'm attaching right now, and this is the same method. So this is the body panels that I'm attaching. This is the same method we are going to use to attach the sleeves. So just go at the top of each row. Now you're going to pull your work like this to tighten it up. Pull your work through like this. This is how the right side of our work is going to look like. So just repeat this. Don't skip a stitch. We're going to repeat this, like I said, since we have 3 panels for the body panel, for the back, you're going to attach these 3 panels together. First these 2, and then later we are going to attach the 3rd panel. So pull your work through like this to tighten it up. As you can see, this is the right side. So just repeat this until you reach at the top. This is the wrong side. As you can see, this is the wrong side of the panel. This is the wrong side, and this is how it looks like, the right side of our work. This is how it looks like. So repeat this for the other sleeve, for the other panel. So after attaching the sleeves, 2 sleeves for the one side, 2 sleeves for the other side, and then 3 panels for the back and 2 for the front, now we are going to attach the sleeve to the body, the shoulder part of our work. This is how you're going to attach it, the same way with the wrong side facing you, the same way we attach all the body panels. So use the same method to attach the sleeve into the body, and then repeat the same thing for the other side. And when you finish, you're going to flip your work like this with the wrong side still facing you. You're going to start attaching your work from the bottom to the sleeve. And then when you finish, we're going to work on the ribbon. With the wrong side facing you, you're going to attach your yarn to the corner of your work. This is the bottom ribbon we are about to work now. We're going to work on the neckline ribbon after finish working on the bottom. Into that first stage, you go in with 1 double crochet, and then into your next stage, go into that bottom stitch. It's kind of tight. If you think that the bottom of your work is kind of tight, you can use a smaller hook to do this first round. Since I skipped 2 stitches at the for working my panels, when I was working I skipped 2 stitches. I'm going to work 1 stitch into every 2 stitches, and then when I reach the shell point, I'll just put 1 stitch into that space, and then when you reach your these 2 skip stitches, you're going to put 2 stitches into each stitch, 1 stitch into each stitch. So you should have 2 stitches into those skip 2 stitches, and then when you reach your shell, you're going to put 1 double crochet. So this is what we are going to do for this bottom work. This is what you're going to do. So since I have 22 stitches at the bottom here, so I will still have 22 stitches, and I'll have the same thing for the other side of my work. Go into that stitch with this double crochet, and when you reach the chain 2 space, you're going to put 1 stitch into every stitch at the bottom there. and then you're going to put one stitch into this space. So this is what you're going to repeat for this bottom until I reach the end, and this is how it looks like. So now to start the next round, you're going to chain 2. It counts as double crochet throughout of work here. Turn your work with the right side facing you. You're going to make a double crochet into the second chain, skipping that first stitch. You already have a stitch there. Yarn over into the next stitch, go back your loop, pull up a loop, and then make back post double crochet into the next stitch. Again into the next stitch, go around your loop, and then into that stitch with your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and then make double crochet, back post double crochet. Into the next stitch, go in with a front post double crochet, and then into the next stitch you're going in with a front post double crochet. And then to the next 2 stitches you will do back post double crochet. Go into that, around that stitch, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then to the next stitch go in with a back post. And now you're going to work front post double crochet into the next 2 stitches. This is what we are going to repeat for this first round for the ribbon until you reach at the end of your work, and I'll meet you back there. Alright, we are at the end of this round. You're going to yarn over and make one last stitch, one double crochet into the last stitch, chain 2, which counts as a double crochet. Turn your work, work a back post into your next stitch, and then you have 2 stitches front. You're going to work front post double crochet, yarn over, work front post into the next stitch, and then to the next stitches you're going to work back post into those stitches, those 2 stitches. And then you're going to work a front post double crochet into the next front stitches. So you're going to repeat this until you reach at the end. Now for the bottom ribbon, you can make it as long as you want. You can add more rounds of the ribbon if you want your ribbon long. You can continue working front post and back post. So this is how it looks like for the second round. You're going to put one double crochet into the last stitch, that chain 2 going into the top of your chain 2 stitch that you made previously. Go in with one double crochet, and then you're going to chain 2, count as double crochet, turn your work, and now we're going to repeat round 2 for the next round. So I'll probably do about 4 rounds of the ribbon. So go ahead and work your ribbon and reach a point where you think that you're comfortable with the heights, and then you can stop so we can start working on the neckline ribbon. So go ahead and work front post in 2 stitches, back post in 2 stitches, and when you reach at the end, you're just going to work into your last chain 2 space at the top of that chain 2 of that stitch and work double crochet, and then chain 2, turn your work. Repeat this until you reach your desired point, and I'll meet you back at the end. When you reach where you want to stop working your ribbon, you cut off the yarn and then weave in the ends of your yarn into the wrong side of your cardigan. Alright, the bottom ribbon is finished. Now we are going to work in the neckline. With the right side facing you, attach your yarn into the last round of your ribbon, the bottom ribbon, chain 1 and then make double crochet into that same stitch, and then into the next space, which is a double crochet, go into that small space with a double crochet, and then into the next space, go in with a double crochet, and then to the next little space next to you, work a double crochet, into the next space, work a double crochet. Repeat this for the other side. Working over the remaining yarn that you start with, and then when you reach at the bottom, into that little space, go in with a double crochet, and then there is a little space next to you, work a double crochet, and then walk into the next space next to you with a double crochet, and there is a little space next to you, work a double crochet, and then there is a little space next to you. So now this is how we're going to work each of the side. For the neckline, we're just going to work double crochet round until you reach the other starting point of your cardigan. You're going to put stitch into every little space you have. Don't skip a space. When you reach at the top of your neckline, you're going to repeat the same thing. So do that until you reach at the bottom. So this is how it looks like for the satin for the ribbon. We're going to repeat the same thing we did for the bottom ribbon for this neckline. You're going to chain 2. It counts as a stitch. Turn your work. Yarn over into the next stitch, go in with a double crochet. Now you're going in with a back post, just like what we did for the bottom ribbon, into the next 2 stitches. First, the first stitch, go in with the back post, and then to the second stitch, go in with a back post, double crochet. Then into the next 2 stitches, go in with a front post, double crochet. So this is what we are going to repeat for the first round for the neckline ribbon until you reach at the point where we start working our double crochet, and I'll meet you back there. Now for the neckline ribbon, it's up to you. If you want to make it more rounds, you can do that. You can make less rounds, it's up to you. So when you reach at the bottom, this is the first round. This is how it looks like. This is how our first round is looking like. So now we're going to repeat just exactly the same thing we did for the bottom. Repeat that as many as rounds you want. So me, I'm going to make it more long. For the neckline, I'll make more rounds than the bottom ribbon. So go ahead and do that. So this is the end of our project. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you back in my next video. Bye.